Roman Reigns returns and destroys Braun Breaker in a shocking assault. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. Just when the WWE Universe thought the Tribal Chief was gone for good, he returned. And he didn't come back for a handshake or a celebration. He came back with vengeance in his eyes, and destruction in his soul. This is the story of how Roman Reigns, the longest reigning Universal Champion in modern WWE history, made his thunderous return after months of silence, and launched a brutal, career-defining assault on the emerging powerhouse of Raw, Braun Breaker. Buckle in, because this is not just a comeback. This is an eruption. The rise of Braun Breakker. In the weeks following WrestleMania 41, Braun Breaker had rapidly positioned himself as a force to be reckoned with. Ever since aligning himself with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman, Breaker had made a statement each week on Raw, whether that was attacking veterans like Sami Zayn or outpowering competitors like Chad Gable and Ricochet in one-sided matches. Week after week, he delivered post-match beatdowns. Bloodlines were disrespected, legends were mocked, even the very mention of Roman Reigns became a subject of ridicule. Braun, full of confidence and ego, declared on live TV. Braun Breaker. The Tribal Chief is done. He left because he knew I was coming. I'm the alpha now. Roman, if you've got the guts, try to stop me. But spoiler alert, you won't. The crowd jeered, but Breaker was on a path of domination. Every SmackDown, fans wondered, would Roman Reigns finally respond? But week after week, there was silence. No music, no Reigns. And then, it happened. The tease. The May 30th edition of Friday Night SmackDown was advertised as a major event. Rumors online teased a legendary presence returning. Social media buzzed with speculation. Some said it was John Cena, others guessed Randy Orton. But no one expected the Tribal Chief to show face. The main event featured LA Knight vs. Solo Sikoa, a hard-hitting match that ended in chaos as Braun Breaker interfered, spearheading Knight and helping Solo win. Together, Solo and Breaker stood tall, fists raised, Heyman grinning at ringside. Just as the show was about to go off the air, the lights dimmed. The crowd erupted in confusion. A single note hit. D-A-A-A-A-H-H-H-H. Da. Roman Reigns' iconic theme began to echo across the arena. The fans lost their minds. The camera panned to the entrance, but no one appeared. Then, chaos. The attack. Out of nowhere, Roman Reigns emerged from the crowd, hoodie pulled over his head. He sprinted into the ring and speared the soul out of Braun Breaker before anyone could react. Paul Heyman screamed in shock, yelling, "Roman! Roman, what are you doing?" Solo Sikoa rushed in, Superman punch. LA Knight, barely recovered, rolled out in disbelief. Reigns didn't stop. He mounted Breaker and unleashed a flurry of fists, weeks of silence exploding in a violent crescendo. Breaker, caught off guard, couldn't defend himself. Reigns threw Breaker out of the ring, then grabbed the steel steps. With the rage of a dethroned king, he slammed them into Braun's shoulder with a sickening thud. The Tribal Chief didn't just return, he declared war. Fans screamed as Reigns stood over Breaker's fallen body, grabbing a mic for the first time in months. Roman Reigns, you wanna call yourself the Alpha, huh? You think I ran away? I built this kingdom, and I'm not letting some disrespectful punk destroy it. I am the head of the table. And now, I'm back to break you. Backstage fallout. As medics tended to Breaker, the camera cut backstage to Triple H looking stunned. In a later segment, Triple H responded. Triple H, I didn't authorize Roman's return. That attack, that wasn't sanctioned. But make no mistake, the beast is back. And if Breaker wants to survive, he better be ready for war. Meanwhile, Paul Heyman was seen shaking in an interview. Paul Heyman, I tried to warn Braun. I told him you do not call out Roman Reigns like that. Now look what's happened. This is going to be biblical. The wrestling world was flipped on its head. Roman Reigns was back, but not for a title. Not for celebration. He was here for vengeance. Reaction across the WWE. Over the next week, every WWE superstar weighed in. Sami Zayn tweeted, "Told you all. Don't poke the tribal chief. Cody Rhodes, on commentary, said, Roman isn't just back, he's hunting. And Braun, I hope he's got more than power if he wants to survive this. On Raw, Seth Rollins addressed the attack. Seth Rollins, so the big dog returned, huh? Welcome back, Roman. But don't forget, you're not dealing with the same kid. Braun's a machine. You wanna play God? Well, gods fall too. Braun Breaker was shown recovering backstage with his arm in a sling. When asked about Roman, his eyes burned with anger. Breaker, he caught me off guard. But now that I know he's here, I'm gonna send him right back into hiding. Scene 6. The promo 500 words. The following SmackDown opened with a dimmed arena. Spotlight on the ramp. Roman Reigns stood alone, holding the microphone with cold fury. Roman Reigns, I built this empire with my blood. I carried this company while everyone else folded. I didn't need help, I was the help. And then I step away for 5 minutes, and I see some barking dog trying to steal my crown. You don't steal what I bled for. Breaker, you want the throne. You're gonna have to kill me to take it. The crowd roared. Roman Reigns, Backlash, me and you, one-on-one, no titles, no bloodline, just pain. Come face your reckoning. Scene 7. The build-up 600 words. In the weeks leading to Backlash, WWE aired vignettes showing Roman training in solitude, lifting heavier than ever, running through opponents like monsters in a gauntlet. Braun Breaker meanwhile did the opposite, dominating mid-carders, delivering warning promos, and telling the world. Braun, Roman's old blood, I'm the new breed, I'm faster, stronger, and I don't need a faction to stay on top. Each week, the tension escalated. Brawls broke out on Raw and SmackDown. Tables were broken. Security got involved. Refs were left knocked out. One night, Braun tackled Roman through the LED screen. The next, Roman sent Breaker flying off the stage with a Samoan drop onto steel chairs. This wasn't just a rivalry. It was a battle for WWE's future. Michael Cole summed it up best. Michael Cole, this isn't about a championship. This is about dominance. Legacy versus rise. The tribal chief against the young destroyer. This is a war. Scene 8. Backlash 700 words. The main event of Backlash arrived. Roman Reigns vs. Braun Breaker. No titles, no bloodline, just a grudge match in its purest form. As Roman made his entrance, his presence was chilling. The crowd bowed in respect, the air thick with tension. Braun stormed in with wild energy, unafraid, unshaken. The bell rang. For 20 minutes, they tore into each other. Roman hit 2 Superman punches, Braun kicked out. Breaker delivered 3 spears, Roman got up at 2.9. Roman yelled mid-match, is that all you got, pup? Braun responded with a brutal suplex and nearly broke Roman's ribs. They brawled outside the ring. Roman slammed Breaker through the commentary desk. Braun threw Roman into the steel post, busting him open. In the final minute, Roman reversed a spear into a guillotine choke. Braun powered out, only for Roman to deliver a spear with everything he had left. 1, 2, 3. The match ended. Roman stood tall, battered but victorious. He didn't raise his hand. He didn't celebrate. He just stared down at Breaker and whispered, Roman, you're not ready yet. Scene 9. Epilogue 400 words. In the weeks following Backlash, Roman didn't appear. He went back into the shadows, having made his point. Braun Breaker, meanwhile, was forced